Hello for everyone. Today I'm going to talk about hypothesis testing with one sample. Hypothesis testing is a statistical method used to check a claim about the population. We don't use the whole population, we use a sample. Based on this sample, we decide if the claim is reasonable or not. A statistical hypothesis is a statement about the population parameter. In hypothesis testing, we usually always work with two hypotheses. The first one is the null hypothesis, and the second one, the alternative hypothesis. Only one of them can be true. The null hypothesis is written as HO and always include equality. It can contain symbols like equal, less than, or equal, or green than, or equal. The alternative hypothesis is written as HA and show inequality. If HO is false, then HA must be true. To write hypothesis, we translate the claim into the mathematical form. For example, if a company says the mean is equal to 50, then HO is U50. The alternative hypothesis would be unequal to 50. Another example is more than 50, which is left-tail test. In hypothesis testing, we can make two types of error. A type I error happens when we reject HO even though it's true. A type 2 error happens when we do not reject HO even though it's false. Both errors are possible because we use samples, not the full population. The level of significance is denoted by alpha or A. It shows the maximum probability of making a type 1 error. Common values of alpha are 0.10, 0.05, and 0.01. A smaller alpha means we want stronger evidence to reject HO. The p-value shows how extreme the sample result. If HO is true, if the p-value is small, the sample result is unlikely. There are three types of tests: left-tailed, right-tailed, and two-tailed. The type of test depends on the alternative hypothesis. To make a decision, we compare the p-value with alpha. If the p-value is less or equal to alpha, we reject HO. If the p-value is greater than alpha, we fail to reject HO. This decision is always based on statistical evidence. A z-test is used when the sample size is larger or population variance is known. A t-test is used when the sample size is smaller and variance is unknown. Both tests compare the same mean with the population mean. The choice of tests depends on sample size and available information. Hypothesis testing follows clear steps. First, we state HO and HA and choose alpha. Then we calculate the test statistics and the p-value. Finally, we make decision and interpret it in real context. Thank you for your attention. Have a nice day.